All right, guys, so this is kind of impromptu, and I don't know why it looks weird when I'm talking right now, but we're going to go with it because I don't feel like starting this over. Um, this is conversation flow, how you have conversations, why you have conversations, why we follow a script, how to kind of, what you need to be asking people and what you need to be talking about. And then I'm going to give you all the breakdowns for everything just to make your life a little bit easier when you're having conversations. Conversations are super important because this is when you get to know somebody. This is when you get to find out what kind of goals they're trying to reach. And it's also when you get to, tell them about this program and sell the program to them because you know how amazing it is, and it's up to you to let them know how amazing it is too. So just make sure that you follow this guideline, and you obviously make it your own, of course, but these simple little snippets and these simple little guidelines to have a conversation are going to help you so much in the long run. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to try to make this super short, as quick as possible. And obviously, if you have any questions, I suggest getting a little pen and paper now. Pause the video, grab a pen and paper if you haven't yet, and write some questions down as we go along. And that's it. So this is our master guide. Now, starting out as a brand new coach, the only thing, I don't want you to worry about any of this stuff up here. All of this stuff is going to be super important for your business, but for right now, you're really only going to be worrying about what you need to do after you post your coming out as a coach post. So you should have drafted that and either about to post it, or you're waiting to do this training before you post it. Whatever it may be, when you post that coming out as a coach post, I want you to post it, and then I want you to leave it. Don't sit there and look and be like, okay, 5 comments now, 6 comments now, I have 8 likes. Like, don't do that. You're going to drive yourself absolutely insane, and you really, really just want to kind of let it simmer. Now, once people start seeing your amazing progress, they're going to like and they're going to comment. They're going to say, what are you doing? A lot of people are going to just give you support. Wow, girl, you look awesome. Great job. Keep going. All that fun stuff. You're going to hear all of it. But what you're going to do is you're going to reach out to every single person that liked and commented. Think of your social media as your storefront, and think of it as, if somebody comes into your store and says, hey, I really like your store is awesome. You're not going to just be like, thank you. You're going to be like, oh, do you want to look around my store? Do you want me to show you some things? Like, think of it that way. So if somebody comes into your shit and they like it, that gives you all the opportunity to reach out to them and start a conversation with them. Because if they've, you know how it is in this day and age, a like means a lot, because I scroll through a lot of people's stuff and I don't like it. What I'm trying to get to. And then the other tip I wanted to give you is, don't feel like you need to respond to everybody, because you're also going to have people reaching out to you, and you're also going to have, conversations that are starting, and it might be a little bit overwhelming at first, but don't feel like you have to answer these people back ASAP, because you really don't. You don't have to answer anybody back. They're going to be sitting there the next day. They're going to be sitting there 2 hours later. So don't feel overwhelmed by that. Put your phone down if you have to, and just keep going. Hang on. Oh. Sorry. I also have to put my baby monitor on the charger. So hold please. And I'm back. That was super professional. So what was I saying? So just let it simmer, and don't get stressed out by feeling like you have to respond to everybody right away, because you really don't. I'm going to get into conversation flow now. So when you send somebody a message, after they've liked your post about your transformation, you can say something like this. Hey, gorgeous. Thank you so much for the love on my transformation post. You are the sweetest. I'm not sure if you'd be interested, but I just opened up some new spots in my virtual boot camps. The whole focus of the group is increasing our energy, confidence, and toning it before the summer months or before the holidays hit. Whatever time you're sending this invite out at, you can change it up. And obviously you can change this up to say, hey, gorgeous, thank you so much. Or say, you don't say gorgeous, say you say babe, or you say love, or you say, hey girl, thanks so much for the love on my transformation post. You're the sweetest. You can say something like, it's so hard to put myself out there and your support means so much. Would you be interested in hearing the details of my upcoming boot camp? You know, change it up. You can say whatever you want. Whatever you feel like is you is what you want to say. You don't want to ever feel like you're not sounding like yourself. If you feel like you're not sounding like yourself, then you need to, take a look at it, because other people are going to sense that it's not, coming from you. It's coming from somebody else. Now, 99.9% of the time, people are going to say, yes. Give me the details. Because it's very rare that somebody's not intrigued about what you're doing. And even if they go into it thinking like, okay, I'm not going to get whatever she's selling me, you never know. You might change their mind when you talk about how awesome this is. So sometimes people do say no, and that's okay. Don't take no as, a no forever. It's a no for right now. And don't think that they're offending you. They just aren't ready yet. So if somebody says no to you, hey, it's your first challenge group. Maybe they just don't trust you. They probably don't trust you. But in a year, when you've been showing up every single day on your social media and they are watching you transform in front of their eyes, maybe they might reach out to you in a year. Maybe they'll reach out to you in 3 months. You never know. It's happened to me a million times. People that I spoke to about my first boot camp are signing up with me now a year later. It's insane. So ignore all of this right now. So when they say yes, you want to, just kind of read this here. You want to express interest, tell them a little bit of what the group is, and then ask them the questions one by one. You want to, have a conversation. You don't want to just skip. You want to just say, oh, what are your goals? Those are your goals? Okay, cool. You want to relate. You want, for me personally, a lot of people that I talk to are moms, postpartum, looking to get their baby body back, or their pre-baby body back. And, a lot of times they say that to me and I'm like, hey, I get it. I know how it feels to, grow a human life and think it's the most amazing thing. But then at the same time, it could also be really devastating to look at yourself in the mirror and see how much you've changed. Like, you just add that little bit because you're connecting with these people. Like, there's so many people, and you might be one of them that's watching this, that we weren't friends before this. We might have not even known each other before this, but we are now. And that's what's like so amazing about this is, all these relationships that have come into my life from it that I never knew that I needed, they're all, sitting in my lap now. So it's pretty cool. And they're going to answer that question. You always want to ask them what their goals are, because this is going to help steer the conversation, and it's going to help kind of you to see exactly what they're looking for. You want to ask them if they're working out, because, sorry. Oh, okay, so it's already, but it's midnight. So I'm a little tired. You want to ask them if they're working out, because if they are working out and say they're going to the gym, that may be an objection that you have to battle. You can tell them that they can do these workouts in the gym because they can. Lots of people do. Some people prefer the gym because they like a larger weight selection. Some people just love the atmosphere of the gym, but they love our workouts because it's like having a personal trainer at your fingertips. So instead of having to go and sit on machines, they have Autumn Calabrese in their ear telling them what to do. And that's pretty awesome because she probably charges a lot for personal training sessions. And you want to know if they are cool with working out, from home, because some people literally might refuse to do that, and you might need to talk about it. You also want to ask them if they're struggling with their nutrition, because, we do have 2B Mindset. Don't forget about that program. If you need information on that program, just ask me about it. But honestly, if you have somebody that has a lot of weight to lose, and somebody that has a really bad relationship with food, and somebody that struggles really, really bad with nutrition to where they have unhealthy, unhealthy addiction to food, 2B Mindset may be the challenge pack for them, and maybe the type of lifestyle change that they need. but you have to figure out what that is. And sometimes people won't give you all those details, but sometimes they will. And if they do, it'll help you make that decision, that better choice. And you want to ask them if they'd follow a meal plan. Really, honestly, you want to just ask them this so they know, like, hey, there's going to be a meal plan. And they're going to ask about it. Oh, you can kind of go into more detail about how the meal plan works and things like that. I actually want to pull up really quick my Google Keep. If you don't have Google Keep, download it. It's amazing. This is where I keep all of my personal snippets, and it's on my phone, so it looks like this. It's all color coded. So anytime I send something that has a lot of wording to it, I always send it from here because it's so much easier. It saves you time. It's still your words. You're still genuinely talking to these people, but when you're sending them something like a breakdown of the program, you want that to be, like written out for you, because if you had to type that shit out every time, you would lose your mind. Okay, where was I? Right here. Okay, so once they say, okay, yeah, that's cool, I'd follow a meal plan, you talk to them about it, you're gonna give them this. This is basically, it tells you everything that they're gonna be getting with the program. That's why I wanted to pull up my Google Keep, because mine's a little bit different. I say this: so far for the program, you're going to get a 30-day supply of superfoods in this flavor of your choice. I'll help you build your meal plans for a whole week based on your goals, and then you'll get the daily 30-minute workouts. What's cool is that you'll get access to every single Beachbody workout program ever created, and as new workouts come out throughout the year, and as new programs come out throughout the year, they go automatically into your library. You will also join us in the accountability group. This group is a game changer. A handful of women checking in every day and holding each other accountable and supporting each other. It's lots of fun, and you get the opportunity to win some prizes. And like I said, the meal plan is so flexible, and it doesn't cut out any core food groups, so you can still eat the food you love, carbs, say what. It's also more focused on portion control, so it's not super strict. How's all of that sound? That was like the big breakdown. It was all written out there. So that's what I say for that. In this master script, it's something else. It's the same thing, but it's a little bit different. So you'll just add to what you want to say to these people, but you always want to make sure you're giving them that breakdown. So if they say yes, then you're going to give them the price breakdown, and they're going to ask you what the prices are. And this is what you're going to say. This is pretty much what I say every time. I give them these three options. I give them the 160, I give them the 180, and I always try to tell them to get the 180. If they're going for the 160 option, I tell them, listen, it's just $20 more. Get those resistance loops and sliders because you're going to want to do 80-day obsession. And then the 240 challenge pack, comes with the muscle recovery, recover, and it also comes with the energize. So I always obviously tell them that one is the best value, and they get so much out of it. But it's also nice because a lot of times they'll see this number and then they'll see this number and they're like, oh, this number seems a lot cheaper than it did if you were just to send it without that. But don't forget, it's $160 for the entire year. They don't have to continue Shakeology, so it really is such a great price. You can't beat it. You really can't. You break it down to a monthly fee, it's literally crazy. It's like $13 a month. And then if they say yes, they're ready to go, I recommend doing Share a Cart. This is new to Beachbody, but both ways are going to be new to you either way. So you want to ask them basically what they have now with Share a Cart is what I'm going to show you. So you make the order for them. So I wonder if it'll let me fake. So it tells you to put, their email, their name, and you can enroll them as a customer or a coach. Now, don't forget, if you're enrolling them as a coach, you're getting like an extra $50 to $60 on top of the commission already. And it's really worth it. You just let them know about that discount, and you'll see in the next when I do the breakdown right here, I'll show you how I kind of address that. So you do that, you can come over to challenge packs and you can pick whatever they want. So say they want like the regular Beachbody On Demand challenge pack. You're gonna click it, and then you're gonna pick their shake flavor, and you're gonna pick what kind of they want, packaging size, and you're gonna boom, add it to your cart. And then once you do that, it's gonna say, oh, send an email, or once you hit send email, it's gonna send them an email, and then it's also gonna show you a link right here that you can actually directly send right to them. Literally all they have to do is put their credit card in. It's super simple. But the other thing that you can do is you can Google Coach Link Generator. And this is how we've been doing it up until the point of share a cart being available. You're gonna enter your coach ID here. And once you do that, you'll see that everything populates in here. You really are only gonna use a few challenge packs from here. So if you need help with links, just send me a message or ask your coach if I'm not your coach, which links that you need to send. So like I was saying, you're gonna ask them what their first and last name is, what their email is, what flavor they want, and you're gonna ask them if they want, vegan or whey protein, and then you're gonna tell them about the 25% off discount for Shakeology, and really try to sign them up as a coach. Even if they don't want to coach you, there's a discount. They don't have to coach. They never have to coach. They can just utilize a discount. And even if they only plan on getting shakes for 1 more month, they can cancel whenever they want. And it really is the best way to do it. And then you're going to send the link through ShareCart. And then that's really it, conversation flow wise. Once you get past that point, and you're going to add them to our group, to our Facebook group, and then, monthly with the My Challenge Tracker app, we obviously add, people every month. So when that new group is created is when you would add them to the group, to the actual My Challenge Tracker group. There's more to it, obviously, after this, but I just wanted to keep it to conversation and, what your next step to do after you post. So once you've done that, once you've watched this, once you have challengers, or once you start to have conversations, then we'll talk about the next step. But we're just taking it day by day. I don't want to overwhelm you. If you have any questions about this, like I said, just shoot them over to me and I will answer them. I think that was it. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.